My favorite thing is to farm with you, Mommy.
Hi, welcome back to the Happy Burrow Homestead. My name is Jen, and this is going to be our first vlog. I've been thinking about things that I really wanted to talk to you guys about, and some of my friends had actually asked that we make a video about our kids and some of their responsibilities since moving to the homestead. Now, we did not grow up living on farms, my husband or I. We grew up city kids or suburb kids. We lived in town. We never really had a lot of experience with farms. We did have family members that had farms, but this is like a totally new lifestyle for us. And it wasn't until a few years ago that we really decided to make the jump into homesteading. It's like his fourth mouse today. We have been homeschooling since our oldest was in kindergarten. So that hasn't really changed in terms that we didn't just become homeschoolers. We've been homeschooling for a while. But the way we homeschool has changed a lot because now we have rhythms in our day, animals or different chores around the farm that have changed the way our homeschool looks. But because we homeschool, it's been really easy to make that transition, and it doesn't really disrupt our homeschool at all. It actually just adds to it. So I'm in here with the pigs now, just kind of letting them run around a little bit before bedtime. I think the thing that I love the most that I've seen develop within my children is compassion through homesteading, because they deal with animals now every day, and it might be bigger animals. It could be something as small as, a day-old baby chick. But even just getting the eggs every day, it allows them to care for something that is outside of themselves. And not only that, because of our lifestyle, they are a part of something bigger than just themselves. Because, quite honestly, we can't do this life if we're not all on board. This doesn't work unless everyone is a part of it in our family. And that has been such a cool thing to see them start to grow in that way. So not only has it helped them grow in compassion, but it also it fosters a lot of responsibility. And our kids, their responsibilities vary based on age, and some of them based on interest. So our older kids have a little bit more responsibility than our younger kids. Our younger kids, it could be something as simple as just collecting the eggs or feeding the chickens. Our pigs are a little bit more intense, so the older kids help with that. But even that, we're all together in that, and that is what I love. And it builds creativity. If they have a vision for an idea for something, we just set up this little enclosure for our pigs, if you can see it, so they can come out during the day and kind of run around until they can get outside. But the kids can have a say in how we might want to do that, and we can try it out, and they can experiment with things, and it just gives them this freedom to explore and experiment and see what works. And it also gives them the ability to fail and to learn from that. And I think that is just invaluable. The kids also get quite an appreciation for life and death here. Not just because we experience death on the farm occasionally, but it's because it's inevitable. And our neighbor always says, if you have livestock, you have dead stock, because that death is part of it. But it's also part of how we eat. And so we raise our own meat chickens, and we're going to be doing turkeys this year. We have helped process hogs before, and we get, our cows from a local farmer, and we also have cows on our property. So the kids are very aware of where their food comes from, and I think it gives them a greater appreciation because they have seen animals go from the day after they were born until they're in the freezer. So they know that it doesn't just come from a grocery store. They know all the work that goes into it, and they really get a sense of value because of that. Kylie, what's your favorite thing about homesteading?
About doing all the farm chores.
Yeah, why do you like doing farm chores?
Because I like to do all the things about animals.
So living here also allows the kids to be outside a lot. And because we homeschool, we can take school wherever we want, and school ends up outside a lot because, I mean, that's where we want to be, especially when it's a beautiful day and we've got animals to hang out with, so why not be outside? But, one of the main things that I think has been awesome about them being outside is that they experience all different kinds of weather. They're experiencing the different patterns and rhythms of nature, and they're just seeing it happen. And already, spring is coming. They recognize what flowers are coming up. They know what bird migrations to look for. And they're experiencing that in such a natural way. When we first started homeschooling, I felt like I was always trying to create these experiences for them, and they didn't really happen naturally. So here, I feel like we can finally just observe and be a part of nature in a way that we never could before. It also fosters play and creativity and movement, and those are all things that we valued so much. And here, because they can be outside, they can run like the pigs. It's got the zoomies, but they can run, they can play, they can, they learn to use their muscles. They're getting strong. It really cultivates the whole person, not just their mind and their body, but also their soul. And it has just been this move, I cannot say it enough, like it has been just the best thing we have done for us, but for our kids. And that was really the biggest reason we started to do this in the first place. I've seen on social media quite a bit lately, the Jordan Peterson talking about kids being allowed to do dangerous things carefully. Almost got knocked over by the pig. And that's something here that we can really allow them to do, because we can allow them to use power tools, or we can allow them to be with large animals, or to run as fast as they can, or to whatever, play in the creek. They can do all of these things, and we can be there with them because we're doing this together, and they're able to do some of these dangerous things, but build a confidence that they wouldn't otherwise have and experience things they never would otherwise. So this move has just been incredible. And I think everyone should homestead in some way. Not everyone can move out to the country and have a bunch of animals. It's just not in the cards for everyone. Some people love being in the city, or they can't leave. Either way, I think that homesteading is for everyone in some way, because you can grow something on your own. You can there are different animals you can keep. There are things that you can do you can homestead anywhere. And it's been life-changing for us. And that's really why I want to share our homestead with you. That's why we've chosen to start this channel. And we thought, this is just a great way to tell other people about it, because I feel like everyone should know how awesome homesteading is. And it is a lot of work, but it's so rewarding. I seriously don't think any other life change that we've ever had has ever impacted us all, our whole family, in this kind of way. We're really doing something together, and that has just been so life-changing to be all in, all together to make this work, and it has been amazing.
My favorite thing is to farm with you, Mommy.
I always kind of joke with the kids, the phrase teamwork makes the dream work, but it's really been true here. We can't do this without them, and they've just been, it's been so awesome watching them make memories here the last year or so, and the things that they're learning are just invaluable, and I cannot wait to see the little humans that they grow up to be, because I just see the compassion and the strength that they're getting, the things that they're learning, the lessons. Some of them have been really hard, but overall it's been so worth it. So all that being said, our kids are getting to kind of dip their toe in a lot of different things. I always say that I have the coolest job in the world, because not only do I get to be a mom, but I get to be a nurse, a doctor, sometimes a lawyer and a judge and jury. But they're getting to be veterinarians. They're getting to experience like carpentry. They're getting to do all these different skills. They're preserving food. They're learning to cook. They're doing all these things, and they're getting to see what they really love. So hopefully in the future, when they, grow up and are moving out, they actually know what they like and know what they want to do. If you've been kind of considering homesteading and wonder how that would work for your family, especially if you have children, I would say without a doubt that it is the best move that we have ever made. And we've lived in a lot of places, and we've lived a lot of different types of lifestyles between the suburbs or living just outside of town. We've done it all. And this has been by far the best move. Don't see it changing at all. I think we're in it for the long haul. And it has just been fantastic. So if you have any questions about homesteading with kids, please drop them in the comments, because we'd love to answer anything we can. And we love hearing from you guys. So please, hit us up, like and subscribe. If you like these vlogs, we'd be happy to do more of them. If you like the how-tos, tell us that too. Tell us what you want to know, and we're happy to share it with you. But please, if you are enjoying these videos, hit the like button and the subscribe button, and we'll see you again soon.